Welcome all of you here, starting in seconds. Let's start another mock test created by me, emphasizing RCs, as I said in the last turn, that will definitely help you infer questions that we usually lack. Welcome all of you. This is Kapil Sharma and I welcome all of you present out here. Let's start without any delay. Here we go. That should be set number 5 as per the new pattern based ones. Welcome all of you. Avijit, Prerna, Priya, Divyanshi, Bubbly, Sayal, Nancy, Jai Janendra. Welcome. There are students and there are students. Saloni, Anup sir, Dil se namaskar. Good to see you here and respect always. You two are, sir, one of the best human beings I have ever had. Welcome, sir. Muskan, Vaishnavi, Radhe Radhe, good evening. Thank you. Okay, sanguine is optimistic. I think you know straight. Out of elimination, we can also eliminate. Pessimistic will be opposite. Cynical can't be optimistic. He's just based on self-interest, his own belief. Cynic, despondent in the same tone. So they are antonyms, the only synonym out there. Type of sentence. Having reviewed the manuscript carefully, you have a verb and all. He suggested revisions, yet the author accepted only a few. So we have this fanboys conjunction here. Fanboys. This yet is here, making two independent sentences. That means it should be compound in general. But we have another statement. So one here, two here, three here, and that's dependent on the editor. Having reviewed, the editor suggested. So that's dependent on the editor. That means two independent, one dependent, compound complex. Thank you. Whoa, Avijit, presence of mind, great brother. The viral kid was not sanguine and confident, but was arrogant, mannerless. Welcome, Nitish. Nandini. Prerna. Belligerent, bellicose, quarrelsome. The fourth one, everyone. At least we can say if he had, not if had he, that will be opposite. Either put the auxiliary after the subject or put that inversion here. Had we played with Sehwag, we would have won the game earlier. The inversion. Otherwise, you can put the auxiliary after the subject if you wish to keep if and you're not familiar with this third conditional with the inversion. Both ways it is going to be fine. Fraction should be 1. Okay, let me mark that answer here. One way here, the other way here. Had can be marked here after the subject. Okay. Truculent is the same. Belligerent, eager to fight, aggressive, pugnacious, reconcile. I remember, to restore friendly relations. So this conciliatory is going to be friendly, the opposite, the only antonym. If he had, okay. Had he, okay. If had he will be superfluous. Exactly. Fraction 1. Bhavna, welcome. Shankar, Har Har Mahadev. Exactly. The government's decision, spell check. To pursue, pursue is PURSUE, which is to follow. I am currently pursuing Bachelor of Engineering from this and that college in this and that branch. The government's decision to follow, pursue aggressive policies generated controversy. That's the correct spelling. None of these. Parts, okay. Through which organisms convert light energy into chemical energy represents one of the such questions can only be, I would honestly say, solved with grammar. When grammar fails or we have ambiguity, then go for context, because a grammatically incorrect sentence can never be marked correct here. A grammatically incorrect passage can never be marked here, can never be accepted. Grammar first, context then. Photosynthesis, the biochemical mechanism. What is that? It represents, for the subject, we must have a verb, CB, in just one option. Let me read that fully. It may be a possibility they are putting that adjective clause first or later. Photosynthesis represents one of the most fundamental biological processes through which, okay, through this process, organisms convert light energy into chemical energy and they sustain nearly all life on Earth. Perfect. Sir, not right now, but in a month we will start. Probably December first week for 2026. Respect. Welcome, Chivalrous. Radhe Radhe. Chivalrous for which one? Vaishali. I may forget, but I request you to inform me, please. Welcome, Isha. Never be. You are the only one. Everyone, Priya, Prerna, we got to pick the most appropriate one. You know this, especially in vocabulary. A couple of words may be correct, seemingly. We have to pick the most appropriate one. Yes, the first one is all correct. Absolutely correct. But the sentence doesn't finish there. It goes ahead. There was no way to undo the damage. Now, this idiom doesn't satisfy this. We have a better choice. We have a better choice. I think all of us know. Bhavna. Burn the bridges to destroy one's path of retreat or make reconciliation impossible by one's actions. I always put the same example. I crossed a river with the help of a boat. Fine. Now coming here, the other bank, I burned the boat. How would I get back? How would I cross the river again? Burn the bridges. Forget about boat. There is a bridge. You went there. You burned the bridge. How would you come back? You can't undo the change or the damage now. So that is correct. You are not wrong, because opening a can of worm is also starting something problematic, a source of problems, a cause of problems and such. That's problematic. Companies' unethical practices were revealed. He had problematic. Fine. Beat around the bush is only for talking purpose. You were talking nonsense, huh? You were avoiding the main topic and talking nonsense. Beat around the bush, which is not proper over there. Spill the beans, reveal the secret, which is not appropriate there. First is correct, third is correct. No way to undo. Burn the bridges, making it the most appropriate one. And for eighth, I think that should be easy peasy. Breakthroughs are being achieved, obviously. Make the statement 3-page long, but the main verb, the time and tense has to be satisfied. That's it. They achieve, that's not perfect, that's not continuous tense. No, are achieving. Okay, no have, no past theme over there. Welcome, Neha. Good evening. Welcome, Anushka. Uh, you are right, actually. Honesty is, I made these mocks. I am the creator. I'm sorry, not showing off. I shouldn't have put so close options. Right now, I realize while creating, I did not. That both will be fine. Either you define that and say this tension, or say mark the tension between that. We must strike the balance. You have a better choice. I honestly thought of this, but that's better than that. Credit to you. I shouldn't have created so close options, but yes, I agree to what you have said. Government ruled by people of the elderly. Gerontos, in terms of root words, define the elderly. Leadership is reserved for elders or the elderly. Oligarchy, and I think all of us know, ruled by few people, small elite group, Plutocracy by the wealthy, meritocracy chosen based on that merit. There's some of their ability. So merit here, few wealthy by the old, absolutely. That's a better choice. Modern architecture represents a synthesis of artistic vision, engineering precision, but sometimes the pursuit for of innovative designs pushes the boundaries of that engineering precision. In that case, we have to strike a balance, and we must strike a balance. Better choice. Yours is better. Heading on to RCs then. Numbering is correct. Free marks to all and full marks to all. Yes, full marks to all. Anyone here? If we had a fifth option, that would have created ambiguity, so I dropped it. What would that be? It has another figure of speech. Great. Okay, we are in the class, not wasting time. Another part of speech, another, my goodness. Nancy, Shikha. Exactly, that's a metaphor also. Time is not like a thief. Time is a thief. Great, great. That's a metaphor also, but I can't have 5 options including this. Otherwise, that will be ambiguous. We can pick metaphor, we can pick personification also. And here, all of us know in Hindi, those who speak and understand, मैं समय हूँ. Time has always been a personified object in every culture, society, everywhere. So time is a thief. You are making an object behave like a human. That is personification. Personification. That's not simile, like or as. That's not hyperbole, exaggerating things so much. That's not alliteration, repeating. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers. Nope. But that's metaphor also. Not in the options, no consideration. But if it were, would have been the answer. Then B should have been dropped. Now, attention please. We are heading towards pretty good RCs. No problem. Can take a bit of extra time, but let's infer. Priya. That will be a 2-page long, so please remember what was here, what was there in the second slide, second paragraph, what was there in the third paragraph. Don't leave the class. After Google search is a community of microorganisms, including bacteria, fungi, viruses that live together in a particular habit, such as person's gut or skin. In humans, that's crucial for health, as you can see here. Community of microorganisms, bacteria, fungi, viruses. Fully informative. Great. There's a question of tone of the passage. Thank you. Changing slide in 15 seconds. Shankar, both opinions are correct. For a fact-based RC, having data, straight questions, going through questions is correct. But for an inference-based RC, however, through sheer practice, we can devise that's an inference-based RC or fact-based RC. But for inference-based questions, we should go through the RC first. For the fact-based ones, we should go through the questions first. Honestly, brother, you are not a newcomer, you are not a random person. If they have asked inference, going through the RC will help us. I know this is slightly difficult than the level, but let's practice hard in the class. Okay, showing questions in seconds. Swapan. One by one. I would rather check in the passage because I have a couple of options here. I can see what's the difference between a relation between microbiome and human physiology. Let me just get back to the passage to confirm. Thirteen is straight, you can check here. 13 is straight. Now, unanimous answer for the 12th one, C or D, as we have thirteen, I think, explicitly marked in the passage. I'll explain. Bhavna. We'll check. Yes. Did the author persuade, endorsed anywhere in the passage, emphasized any superiority? Yes, but the object is diversity, adjective, past participle. Bhavna. So, considering your point, what should be the answer? What does the passage suggest about the relation between microbiome and human physiology? They've clearly stated the microbiome revolution has altered, that means changed our understanding of human health, revealing that trillions of microorganisms inhabiting our bodies are not just passive residents, but they are active participants in every aspect of physiology. They perform several functions, including this, and that. Active participants. That secondary factor, active. Human genes are more numerous. No, they are active. It only affects this, several functions actively participate. How does birth delivery mode affect, that's explicitly marked in the passage, affect microbiome development? Vaginal delivery provides microbes from the mother's vaginal microbiome, while that cesarean provides skin-like data. Clearly stated. So I need not say anything. Second one, clearly stated. Okay. Now, the what challenge does the passage identify? Should be a challenge, remember. Identify regarding probiotic use. Probiotic, prebiotics, probiotics here. Live microorganisms intended to confer health benefits show promise, but they face challenges that is asked of strain specificity, viability, evidence quality, many products lacking rigorous scientific validation. They are universally effective. They have a challenge. If they are effective, question is wrong. Commercial probiotics face issues of strain specificity, viability, scientific validation, also clearly stated. Based on the passage, what can be inferred about the Western lifestyles and microbiome diversity? Urbanization and processed diets have contributed to reduced diversity compared to the traditional ones. It is clearly stated. Western is marked. I honestly don't remember where it was. Excuse me. Help, please. In this bigger screen, it's not easy to grab that text. Yes. However, here, Western, I thought it was here. Lifestyles have introduced numerous problems, including widespread antibiotic use, which can cause persistent changes to this microbial communities. Reduced contact due to urbanization and hygiene practices. I think we are correct. Urbanization, processed diets have contributed to reduced diversity. Okay, which of the following best captures? Answer was not just one word, but one word elimination was there. Critical evaluation was there, but it did not question. They didn't endorse supporting one, opposing one. They didn't emphasize. They didn't show superiority. Descriptive overview was there, focusing mainly on this. No, they discussed everything, not mainly, not questioning, not showing the superiority, but there was a balanced analytical discussion, highlighting everything, the pros, the cons, everything. So B got eliminated because of these. C, mainly, nope. Questioning, nope. Doubts welcome. But Shankar, we have to practice, brother, in order to be perfect. Thank you. Palak. Yeah. Behavioral economics depends on behavior. Blank space the traditional theory by demonstrating that human decision making changes from the rational actor model. If they are saying C, I'll be saying C. It undermines the traditional theory. That means weakens that. It doesn't confirm that's different, that's different. And that's the weakening version of that. So undermine. Rather than making purely logical choices based on maximizing utility, rather than that, individuals employ mental shortcuts that can lead to predictable biases. If the answer to that was C, that was C, it should also be C. No logical reasoning. The endowment effect mentions how people blank space item they own more than identical items they don't possess. They have, they undervalue, they buy, they dismiss, they have, they value. How people value items they have more than they don't have. Loss aversion shows, now that's an impressive line. Losses feel more than equivalent gains feel positive. If I were to say earn 100 rupees and I just got 80 rupees, I won't be happy that I got 80 rupees. Oh my goodness, I got a loss of 20 rupees. My goodness. That loss seems important, substantial, not trivial or happy. How can losses be pleasant, insignificant or trivial? No, no, that's important. That's more important than the gains feeling positive. These have profound implications, marketing and all. However, critics say that behavioral economics sometimes blank space irrationality. It won't reduce irrationality. If it does, that will be positive. It increases, celebrates, no, overstates, increases irrationality, not rationality, by focusing on deviations from idealized standard. I hope okay. Let's go. If you got the theme, easy elimination. Now, quickly finishing off because we have 15 minutes left. Another good RC, although lengthy, but not that in general. Quickly, will help you. Priya, it happens. We are humans. Yep. Shankar, that's more than AI. That's AGI. Unlike narrow AI systems, unlike that excel at specific tasks like image or this or that, AGI will exceed human cognitive abilities across all domains. That may be the answer to the first question, if I'm not wrong. Done? You can check whenever you want. I did not say anything. Straight. Absolutely. The answer has to be one. The rest of those must be eliminated. That is, I think, clearly stated. Great, then. Thank you. Um, Something I marked, and I also noticed what distinguishes AI from AGI. It's not BGMI. Unlike narrow AI systems that excel at specific tasks, this AGI can match or exceed human abilities across all domains. Um, Across domains, AI excels at specific tasks. What technical challenge that does common sense reasoning present for AGI? Common sense cannot be replicated, is there in the passage. It's different from reading the passage there in the laptop and here on this panel. Common sense. Common sense reasoning which humans acquire effortlessly proves remarkably difficult to encode in machines. Humans acquire effortlessly, but it's remarkably difficult to encode in machines. Despite massive knowledge bases, common sense acquired through human embodied remains difficult. Which statement best marks the tone? Emotional, he wasn't emotional. No narrative tone out there. He said, comma, inverted commas. Then they said, comma, inverted commas. Then the grandma said, comma, inverted commas. No satires or mock out there. Purely objective, putting data, analyzing it properly from definition, challenges, ethical implications. What's the alignment problem as marked in the passage? Aligning problem, we'll have to check that again. The alignment problem, ensuring that AGI systems follow goals compatible with human values and well-being. Um, uh, Ensuring they follow goals compatible with human values. That has been so straight. I didn't see, excuse me, or notice. What does the orthogonality thesis suggest according to the passage? That orthogonality thesis suggests that intelligence and goals are independent. Highly intelligent systems could follow arbitrary objectives, including ones dangerously misaligned with human interests. Intelligence and goals are independent. Intelligence and goals are independent. They can follow those arbitrary objectives. Priya, thank you for the maturity. Would love to state your line. Passage पढ़ने के बाद थोड़ा अजीब सा लगता है, but questions make that easy. Obviously, questions make a passage difficult. Thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye. Take care. Be safe, everyone. Thanks a lot. And yes, would love to see you in the classes in the evening at 5, 6, and 7 also for Tier 2. Meanwhile, one can grab flat 40% off on all subscriptions. Do apply, do check. And 2 times validity on Shubh Dhanteras sale, which ends 18th of October. Can use the code GOLD for this, and welcome in the new batches for Foundation 2026 and for CGL Tier 2 2025. Thank you, everyone. Shankar, thank you, Bhavna. Thanks a lot. Priya, Prerna, Muskan, perfect beta. Radhe Radhe, thank you so much. Vaishnavi, Bubbly, Neha, I'm sorry beta. Pretty soon, for sure. Extremely sorry, excuse me please. Nandini, Saloni, Shankar, Chivalrous, Nancy, thank you so much. Isha, Priya, thanks a lot. Har Har Mahadev, Vaishali. Okay, thanks everyone. See you pretty soon. Thank you.